Today's an exciting day, Tav. You want to know why?
You got that testicle removed?
Anyways, not that. But about a year ago, I reviewed this guy right here, which is the Aer City Sling 1. And if you've seen the review, you know that I was pretty blown away. So you can imagine, now that the new version is out, I'm quite excited to see if it stands up to the original. The Aer City Sling 2 will be a step, but will it be a step forward or will it be a step backward? That's what we're gonna find out. Okay, let's start by talking about the overall gist of the Aer City Sling 2. I use the term pocket reliever to describe this because that's kind of what it is. It's super small, 2.4 liters. This is for the things in your pockets. You don't want to carry them in your pockets, you put them in here. As with all Aer products, it's got that super sleek urban aesthetic. It's super light, less than a pound. You have 1, 2, 3 compartments, and in the main compartment, you have 5 inner pockets. We got some premium hardware here. I'm talking YKK, weather-resistant zips, metal buckles, and the main buckle is a magnetic fidlock buckle. Ooh. And I love the aesthetic of this sling. It's very subtle, very streamlined, and that doesn't come at the cost of sacrificing comfort. It works very well as a sling on either side. And it might be able to be worn as a fanny depending on like your waist. I'm like a super skinny little so like it's a little too loose on me. Real fast though, guys, my name is Aaron. The wizard behind the camera / sling thief extraordinaire is Tav. Together, we're Nomads Nation. We do sling reviews. We do backpack reviews. We do wallet reviews. Basically, we review things that carry things. And if that's your thing, be sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we go live with another review of a thing that carries things. Let's continue this review of this thing that carries. Okay, let's talk about the outside of the Aer City Sling 2. Let's start with the external materials. Now, Aer's signature external material is this right here. This is ballistic nylon, 1680 ballistic nylon, made by a company called Cordura. This material is known for its durability. The reason being it was actually developed by the military back in the day. And the durability is great because it's weather resistant, right? You're trekking around the city with this thing, you get a little bit of rain, all your gear on the inside will stay nice, safe, and dry. Let's start with this front compartment right here. Now this, like I said, is a YKK PU coated zip. These zips, because they're weatherproof, they have a little stickiness to them, so they take a little bit of to kind of open and close. Now when you're inside this actual main compartment, there's not much there. We have no additional interior organization, just a key clip. The original used this guy, kind of basic. It gets the job done, don't get me wrong. But in the 2, we have this clip, which I think is a little bit more advanced and it's a little bit more secure for your keys. Nice upgrade there. So that's compartment number 1. Let's look at compartment number 2 on the back side. This will lay flush against your body, whether your torso or your back, depending how you're wearing the sling. Another upgrade here, Aer switched the pull tab. We have like this little leather Hypalon tab right there, versus the original, which used sort of Aer's traditional zipper pull. I prefer this one for this particular compartment. It's a little bit more subtle. When you're inside this second compartment, pretty basic. No additional organization, no other pockets. And it's a flatter sort of a compartment, but it has some decent expandability. Now, this is a pocket where I usually like to put things that I want a little bit more secure, right? Because this part is against your body. You know, let's see if it actually fits both. I got my Bellroy wallet, iPhone 8 with a case, with room to spare. Another upgrade is we have this carry handle right here. Original, no handle. This guy, handle. It gives you an extra access point, right? Just like grab and move this sling around. But also you can carry it in your hand as such. And you can actually stow away the straps in this version of the sling. I'll show you how that works in just a second. So if you just wanna go into like hand carry mode, you can go ahead, stow away the shoulder straps, and then et voila, you went from sling to like a tech pouch. But use case number 2, which I'm not sure if Aer designed intentionally, but Tav and I totally think it's badass, is you can totally use it for an umbrella. Like we got a normal umbrella right there, right? Umbrella in, umbrella is there, right? And then like if you go into ninja mode, you know, someone's attacking you, what do you mean now, bro? So I got an umbrella. Don't mess with me, man. So that's cool. Okay, let's talk about some of the hardware. I mentioned that we have metal and or aluminum hardware here. It's not consistent, not all the hardware is, but on either side we have like these tighteners right there that you can use to compress the sling, and these are metal. And it just kind of has a more satisfying and premium feel to it when you're playing with it. It just gives that little extra, this is nice. And it's the little things like that that go a long way for me. And Tav just brought up another point I thought was quite interesting, because the ability to actually compress this with this mechanism it's okay, but it's kind of strangely water bottle size, right? If you throw a water bottle right in there, give it a little tightening, make sure it's nice and secure. Water bottle's secure. Good eye, Tav. Good eye, balls. All right, so we've got, like I said, the aluminum hardware here. As we move up the strap, this is a basic nylon sort of webbing, not like the bottom of the barrel type material. It's good, feels durable. This hardware right here, as to where this is metal and or aluminum, this is not. This is plastic, but it'll get the job done. This is where you can tighten and or loosen the actual shoulder strap. But let's move on a little bit further to what I consider to be the biggest upgrade of the Aer City Sling 2, and that's this guy right here, the Duraflex magnetic buckle. Now, on the original, we had this guy, yet again Duraflex, but not yet again magnetic, right? Just kind of a big old buckle. And this buckle's a little controversial. Two reasons. Reason number one, just aesthetically, it's like, I have a big buckle. But the second reason is security. Allow us to demonstrate. I'm going through the city and I'm like, oh, I gotta meet up Jared for beers over there. And I'm gonna go meet Jared, and all of a sudden I go, sling is gone. Where did it go? Now, obviously, you think the chances of that happening are slim to none, but actually, we had a comment on the original City Sling review. Tab, see if you can pull it up. And somebody said they were carrying this sling around in Vietnam, and somebody came up on a moped, unclipped it, the other dude grabbed it, and they were off. This guy, though, in contrast, point number one, definitely more aesthetically pleasing, not like, I'm a buckle. And number two, it's definitely just going to be a little bit more secure. Let's test it out, shall we?
Well, I already know how to use these.
Yeah, it's true, but let's just see, even with you knowing how to use it. So I'm walking through the city, going to see Jared. Oh my God, what time is it? I'm late. Okay, so I guess our crafty thief Tab over here knows how to use it, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that something like this buckle right here is immediately more apparent for how to undo it than this guy is. But that obviously doesn't mean that it's 100% like theft proof. But let's talk about the other aspect of this buckle, which I love so much, and that's just the satisfaction of magnets. Magnets and backpacks, or slings in this case, just go hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly, tacos and tequila, weed and tequila, other drugs and tequila. Tequila goes great with everything is what I'm saying, but good. So when you're taking this guy off and you just do a little slide like that, right? And you're popping the sling back on and it just goes into place like that. It just adds to the experience, right? You're buying a premium product and you want a premium experience. And this right here just feels sweet. But I'm curious, let me know in the comments. This is obviously the biggest change between these two versions, and let me know like what you think about the overall safety, security, stealability of this buckle versus this buckle. Let us know in the comments below. Okay, now let's talk about the inside of the Aer City Sling 2. Now, as to where we talked about compartment number 1 and compartment number 2 on the outside, the inside is gonna be dominated by compartment number 3, okay? Which is accessible with these YKK zips. Got a little bit of jingle going on right there, but it's really easy access and lightning fast. In the main compartment, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. So one big difference in the main compartment is on the original, we have just sort of this little divider right here, and then no zip pockets, and it's kind of flimsy, flippy floppy. This guy though, in comparison, a little bit more of a flush design, and you have this zip pocket right here. Really like this back pocket. Like I said, it's more flush. It just looks and feels better, but there's actually a decent amount of space there. So if you need to pop something that's a little bit bulkier in there, it will fit. Love the addition of this zip pocket, because sometimes with a sling like this, like you just have like smaller tidbits of gear that you want to keep in a specific location where it's gonna be nice and safe and you know where it is. And that's what this is, right? So backup credit card, whatever you want, that's what the zip pocket is for. The actual main compartment, like I said, 2.4 liters. And you're thinking to yourself, this thing looks actually pretty small and pretty compact, but it can really open up. Hence, I have a 770 milliliter plastic bottle, and this fits with absolute ease, room to spare. You might be surprised what you can actually fit in the Aer City Sling 2. And then on the flip side, we have 1, 2, 3 pockets here, a larger pocket right against the actual front of the sling, and then 2 smaller elastic-y, meshy compartments. I'm a big fan of Aer's mesh here. Just nice stretchiness to it, okay? It's got a silkiness to it, nice mesh. That's it. Let's talk about the pros and the cons. Pro number 1 is going to be the premium materials. It's only 2.4 liters, but we got YKK waterproof zips, 1680 Cordura ballistic nylon, magnetic fidlock buckles, right? We've got aluminum hardware. It's a little guy, but it packs a big punch. Pro number 2 is gonna be the look. It's got a really nice aesthetic, the zip right down the middle, it's very symmetrical. But on the flip side, let's talk about some of the cons. Con number 1, I think that the security issue should be discussed. Like I said, I really like to hear your thoughts on the security of this. To me, it's like a con that you should just kind of be aware of, but not enough to not buy it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And con number 2 is the compressibility is kind of lacking actually. Like you can see we're going tight as we possibly can here, and nothing is really actually compressing. Sad face. So listen, I'm obviously excited about this sling. If you are equally as excited and you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you use the first link in the description. That link just makes sure that you get the best price for the sling, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you so much. But on the flip side, if you're still not sold on the Aer City Sling 2, I'm gonna give you some alternative suggestions for other slings. Alternative sling number 1 is if you're looking for something a bit bigger. Check out our review in the description below of the Aer Day Sling 2. Alternative number 2, if you want something a little bit smaller and with easier access, check the description below for a link to our review of the modern Dayfarer sling. And alternative number 3, if you're not into the jet black, dark, urban look, and you want something a little bit more colorful, check out our review in the description below of the Bellroy sling. Lots of color options. Great sling too. If you found this review to be useful, the best way to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, just give us a like. And also let us know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the Aer City Sling 2? Obviously, we're asking a lot about your thoughts on the security of the buckle, but can you think of anything else to use that little back hole ninja compartment for? And if you own this sling, or even the original, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Your comments help to make this channel, and just kind of the internet as a whole, a more educated place, and helps everyone get the perfect sling or pack for them. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.